Hello, my sweet Scorpio. So we are back for your general weekend energy reading. Do remember this is a general reading, so please do take what resonates and toss the rest. Otherwise, check out one of the other signs in your chart if they may resonate with you more. If you do enjoy this, however, please do like, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff. It's free, it helps me grow my channel, and it helps it get to the other Scorpios, so I would greatly appreciate it. We don't do reverses on this as it's just a weekend energy. But let's go ahead and get this started. We will do your energy, a challenge card, and 3 oracle cards to try to give you a full scope. So let's get started here, shall we? First, we have the Judgment card. So this tells me that you are kind of seeking some sort of advice, some sort of judgment. Maybe you're dealing with a problem, a concern, or maybe you're just trying to make a decision about something. And you're kind of, if you look at this, the people are kind of looking for judgment on high. So you may be seeking it from someone that you feel is more of an authority figure, or you may be seeking it from your higher divination. But I do feel like you are at a point right now where you're kind of trying to make a decision about something maybe important to you, or you are kind of in a state of kind of confusion perhaps about something, and you need some sort of guidance. So I do feel like that is kind of something that you are debating on. You have a situation that you are kind of in limbo about, or you just want guidance for. That could be a work decision, that could be a relationship decision, but it is definitely something that you are seeking some sort of guidance on right now. And it could be ongoing for a while. I kind of get the feeling that this is a decision that you may have been kind of thinking about for a while, kind of contemplating, mulling over, and you really just now want to kind of make a decision. And you're looking for, all the answers. You're kind of looking for anywhere you can pull advice, anywhere you can pull information, those kinds of things to kind of come together and just make that decision, make that change. And that kind of does go with this next card, which is the 7 of Wands. And that is a card of like working to make a change. Literally, it's like you've kind of struggled, you're working at it, you're trying to push through, but you're also needing to make a change of direction. You know that that's something that you need to do. Something needs to give, something needs to switch up, something needs to change directions. You know that this isn't the way you want to go. This isn't the flow that you're feeling. And, again, this may be something where you are seeking approval of a decision you've kind of already made, perhaps. Of a decision you've made to change directions from people that you care about, people that you love, people that you rely on. Or it could be something where, you are just, in general, you're like not sure what way to go. But I do feel like there is someone here. We have the 2 of Cups down here. So I do feel like there is someone here that you may have some romantic interest in. You may have already met this person, or you will be meeting them very shortly. And there will definitely be romantic sparks type of situation here, I do feel. And that may be what is sparking your need for a change. So you may be in a relationship that is stagnant, not great. It may be more of a situationship than a relationship. It may be something that's fizzled out a long time ago and you've just kind of let it go for way too long. It could be something that, you've already kind of broke apart from, but you kind of keep going back to. It's just hanging around and it's convenient, something of that nature. But again, you are thinking about moving, or it could be something that you are seriously into this relationship. It's a serious type of relationship, but now that you've met this person, you see what a good relationship could be compared to the kind of relationship you've been in. And this person is your spark, and you're like, okay, I've got to make a change. I've got to get out and get to this person. Okay. Because this is the relationship I want. This is not doing it for me. And maybe that's part of this judgment up here, is that because you're deciding that you want to leave this person, this relationship behind, you want to get out of it and you want to move forward with this new person. Maybe you're getting some judgment from people about this, friends, family members, other people that are saying, hey, you can't just up and dump this person for somebody new, some fly-by-nighter or whatever. Or you've got a serious relationship here. You don't just up and dump somebody like that, and you're looking for their approval. So that could very well be what's going on here as well. But I definitely do see that you are looking to make a change, and it does have something to do with somebody new that you feel a connection with romantically coming into the picture. or even coming into the picture just more so. Maybe they've been in the picture, maybe you've had some interest in them for a while, but now it's kind of gaining ground as far as the romantic side of it goes. So let's see what your challenge card is, and see if that kind of sheds some light on what's going on here. That will kind of give us some information about what maybe, you know, you need to kind of address. Alrighty here. So your challenge card is the 9 of Swords. So that is stress, that is struggle, that is like staying up at night. For me, I do believe, and I get this feeling that you are maybe facing some judgment. You may be somebody who feels guilty about this. You know that this is the person for you. You know that it's right. You know the relationship that you've been in is not a great one. It's not a long-term one. It may be convenient. It may be something you've just been in for a long time because it was convenient, because it was, comfortable, what have you. But this is the person who's sparking your interest, or you have chemistry with, or there's that zing, whatever it may be. But because you feel guilty perhaps about this, you're just a person who has a guilt complex. That's just who you are. You always feel guilty about anything that you think might possibly hurt somebody else. You're stressed about it. You're stressed about how it's going to affect this person or others. And it's compounded potentially by judgment from others. They're your significant other's family, friends, what have you. Maybe your own family and friends who are saying, hey, you can't just up and walk away from this long-term relationship or this relationship with this person just to go be with this new person just because they popped up and you think they're fancy and new and fun or whatever. But I do feel like it's something that you are harboring some serious stress and anxiety and worry about, and you're really, kind of taking it in, and it's heavy on you. It's kind of a burden on you. It's something that you aren't taking lightly. You're not taking this lightly, but you do know that you have to put yourself first, and you do know that this is a better option for you. So, it's good that you have that, that guilt, that moral compass, that you care about what other people think to some extent, but it's also important that you put yourself first too. Self-love is very important. So if this is not a relationship that is going to be long-term or fruitful for you, then you're not doing the other person any favors either by maintaining it, because they're not going to be able to find their spark or their person any more than you would. So do try to keep that in perspective as well. But let's go ahead and let's get some more clarification here. We'll be using the psychic deck up here to kind of clarify this judgment. See what kind of judgment we're dealing with. Is this just you looking for advice? Is this just, maybe you're just looking for advice on how to let them down easy, how to take care of it in a tactful, graceful way. Maybe it is people that are judging you and you're, feeling bad about that. But let's see. Patience. So I do think with this is something that is telling you that you need to have patience with anybody who is judgmental of you, because I do believe that, these are people who care about you. They just want you to make good decisions, and they want you to have a good moral compass, and you do, but you have to make them understand how you feel, where you're coming from. And it is hard for other people to see, if they're not in a relationship, how you feel about it, or if they don't have any, ties to this new person, how you feel about it. So be patient with those people that may be judgmental, because eventually, if they care about you, they will see in the long run that this person is better for you, and that in the long run, it was better that you did not lead this person on and on and on forever, because it would have kept them from getting where they needed to go as well. You would have wasted their time as well if you knew it wasn't going to work out for you. So just be patient with anybody who's being judgmental of you, or giving you some harsh criticism perhaps, because, like I said, I think it's coming from a good place. I don't necessarily think they're meant to be nasty. Maybe some of them are, but for the most part, you just need to be patient with them. And of course, be patient with yourself. You have to be patient with yourself. You're doing the right thing. You just want to do it in a certain tactful way, because you are a kind, caring person, and it's important. But you know what needs to be done. You just want to do it properly. So how about on this 7 of Wands and 9 of Swords, the Void? Okay, the Void in this deck This is the moon deck. It is a quiet space. It is where you go to reflect, to build your strength, build your goals, ambitions, desires, thoughts, all of these things you take into account. You think, you rebuild, you strength, you focus, and then you emerge stronger, better, with a better mindset, more clear, able to go forward and do things in an appropriate, proper way to help yourself grow. Okay, so the void is actually a very good card here, even though typically a void does not sound great, but it is in this deck. It's a very good card. So I think this is excellent advice for this because you're stressed and struggling, right? You know you need to make the change. You know you need to, but you're stressed and struggling. And part of it is how to do that. Well, again, you're going to need to have patience, but patience means go inside yourself, think deeply about how important this is to you so that you don't let other people get in your ear and talk you out of something that you know is good for you. And then think about the best way to do it. Strengthen yourself to that, commit yourself to that, and then come out and do it in a good, proper way so that you are letting this person down easy, so that you're releasing in order to receive, okay? So that you can release this person so that they can receive someone that's better for them and you can receive what is good for you, okay? But your void is going to be where if you see, it's kind of hard to see on this deck, but they are resting, they're relaxing, they're able to contemplate and think and come out stronger. And that's what you're going to do. So let's go ahead and get down here to your Two of Cups and get your final advice card here to hopefully get my lovely Scorpios their final piece of advice that is going to resolve everything for them, hopefully. But I think it's definitely going to end and culminate in you finding a much more fulfilling relationship than the one you've had for a while. So, and we do have the number 4 and the number 1 coming up a bit. We've got 40, 14, 1, 14. So you have the 1 and the 4 coming up twice here, if that means anything to you. This says what is has no bearing on what will be. Again, so what it is now, what's happening now, this relationship now does not change what will be. The judgment that you're getting now should not affect what you will be going forward, okay? You need to shut those people out and think about what you need, what you want, what's good for you, and move forward on that. Be patient with those people because they will come around if they care about you. If they love you, they will come around. Everything will be okay. And you will see that it is beneficial to both you and the person that you are releasing. Again, what you're in now has no bearing on what will be. So again, because you're stressed out now, because you're in this relationship now, that's not defining of you, okay? You can fix that, you can move on from this, and you will both be better for it. They will find out that there is someone that is more suited for them, because obviously you're not, or you would not be wanting to jump ship for somebody that's more suited for you. You know, what's meant to be is meant to be, and the same for you. This person is giving you more of that feeling of what you want going forward, what is to be, okay? This is not what's meant to be. This is what's meant to be, and it's telling you so right here. So again, you know what you need to do. You need to release in order to receive. So the thing here is be patient with those who are giving you judgment. I think in the most part, they are trying to be helpful. You know, at least for those on both parts, they're trying to be in some way helpful for somebody. They're not trying to be horrible people. But at the same time, you need to focus on what's important for you and move forward to what you need, what's going to be the most advantageous for you. And ultimately it will end up being advantageous for the person that you've been with, your ex, your current, your whomever this is that is still hanging around. So I hope this helped. If it did, please like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. If it did not, please do check out one of the other signs in your chart that might resonate more. Otherwise, I hope to see you back next week for your bonus love reading. Bye.